Today we're going to talk about 5 things you should never say to people who are suffering with depression or anxiety. My name is Melissa. I'm a certified mindfulness coach. I suffered with depression and anxiety for a long time before I turned it all around. So today I want to talk about 5 things you should never say to anyone who's suffering with depression and or anxiety. Number 1, snap out of it. Oh, really? Thanks for that. Like, I'm choosing to be this way. You don't think if they could snap out of it, they would snap out of it? It's not that simple. And I know it's frustrating as an outsider looking in, but there are so many complex things going on under the surface that other people aren't aware of. There could be emotional trauma. There could be chemical imbalances. There could be hormonal imbalances. There could be health conditions, a myriad of things. Saying snap out of it actually does the exact opposite. It makes the person feel more alone and isolated and misunderstood. The second thing you should never say to someone who's suffering with depression and or anxiety, it's not that bad. Followed generally by a list of things that they should be grateful for and thankful for, and proof on your end why it's not that bad for the person. Again, well-meaning, well-intentioned, misses the mark. If the person who's suffering could be grateful, they would be grateful. And all they hear from you at this point is, you're feeling sorry for yourself, I don't understand you, this is all in your head, get over it. Thing number 3 you should never say to someone suffering from depression and or anxiety, you're just choosing to be a victim. Finger pointing and blaming the person who is already feeling low, probably bad about themselves, and yes, maybe as a victim, just causes them to feel more victimized. The intention of the person saying it probably is tough love and trying to snap the person out of it, but it's unfortunately not received that way and often does more harm than good. Thing number 4 not to say with someone suffering from depression and or anxiety. Depression is such a first world problem. Other people don't have the time or luxury to be depressed. They're too busy trying to survive, trying to make ends meet. It's luxurious to be able to be depressed. Well, there's a flaw with that. Other people are trying to survive. When you say that, you're thinking of survival as food and shelter. There are many types of survival. People who are truly suffering with clinical depression or an anxiety disorder are trying their hardest to survive day by day. And the 5th thing not to say to someone who is suffering with depression and anxiety, this too shall pass. Just ride it out, it'll pass, you'll get over it. Yeah, it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. You gotta do the work to see results, and the work comes in many, many forms, different for each person. Therapists, coaches, self-care, exercise, diet, taking care of medical conditions, finding a support network. And that brings me to the conclusion of this video. The people who say these things honestly mean well. They're not trying to blame you. If you haven't suffered with depression and anxiety, you don't know how to talk to someone or help someone who is suffering. So I mentioned a support group, a support system. Find people online, in person, who are also going through these things, who can be sensitive and supportive to your needs. The people in your immediate circle, your family and friends, they love you. They want you to be better. They just don't have the tools, and that's okay. So whether you are suffering from anxiety and or depression, or you know someone who is, I hope you found some useful information in this video. If you have any other questions, let me know below. Or if you are a sufferer, let me know some of the things people may have said to you that may have rubbed you the wrong way. Thanks. You can pick up the book on Amazon, Mindfulness for People Who Suck at Being Mindful. Subscribe to the blog, maximizelife.com with 2 X's. On Instagram, it's Mindfulness Coach Melissa Maxx. on Twitter at DJ Melissa Maxx, on YouTube, A Maximized Life, and on Facebook, Mindfulness Coach Melissa Maxx. Again, 2 X's.